All right, let's say you're trying to machine something that's bigger than your machine. What do? Well, you're going to have to make an adapter. So we made an adapter, and normally this machine has T-nuts that have 5/16 thread, but I had to make new table nuts from scratch for 1/4 20 because the head of the flathead countersink, or the socket head I'm getting all messed up now. Anyway, the flathead cap screws, the 5/16 flathead cap screws have a head profile that's almost as thick as 1/4 inch. So I went with the next smallest screw, which is 1/4, so that I could countersink them and the head wouldn't bottom out, because if the head bottoms out, then the plate may not be tight against the nut on the machine. So there's a couple strategic problems there that have to be dealt with. And so once you get past that and you figure out where you can put your bolts in your adapter plate, then you've got to figure out where to put the holes for what you're trying to cut. So we have some mounting holes, or some screws for mounting this back plate of the load box so that we can machine it out. We only have to machine a very small feature on this plate. It's for a power entry module, and we machined it because the punch that I bought isn't a good fit, and the machining is a better fit than the knockout punch. Knockout punch was just too big, so we've got a pretty good fit there. Now, of course, it'll probably look terribly oversized when I bolt it from the other side, which we have to, but I think you get the idea. So we've located this in far enough away from the box mountings that there shouldn't be any interference with the screw holes. So this panel is almost finished. The next step is to transfer these holes into this panel so that we can drill and then mount, and then this panel will be done, except for maybe a sticker that says 117 volts, but I'm the only user, so that's probably not a problem. Anyway, this plate is tapped for the 5U plate that will be next step, which is the front panel plate, and that we have to put an enormous front panel hole in for the panel meter for the current, and we'll need to slot it as well for the on-off switch. Now, I didn't do this blind. I did do some layout, and then I had to open it up a little bit. So I did do some layout lines, but then I opened it up a little bit. So I just eyeballed it, just kind of, did it freehand. Anyway, this is a good idea if you're trying to machine something that's awkward or hard to clamp. Make yourself an adapter plate, put some holes in it, get some clamps or something. Do what you got to do in order to make that happen, and get on with life.